Hello, excuse me. Hello, welcome everyone. Those on YouTube, if you saw a SFR title, my bad, it's F1. It is the FNL1 eSports Round 9 Formula 1 Singapore at the Marina Bay circuit. And yeah, we're not too far from starting this one. A little bit of a lengthy wait, but we'll get there. We'll pick up the action from Q2. And yeah, can't wait to talk and watch this one with you guys. We do have a very action-packed schedule coming up, though. We've got the Russian Grand Prix on the 4th of October, the Japanese on the 18th, and you can see November, we got 4 events. So your Friday nights are going to be quite packed out with the Mexican, the USA, the Brazilian, and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix all coming up in the month of November. So a warm howdy hello to those out there waiting, and welcome along. Not long to wait. We're just gonna get into the action from Q2. So we're about 7 minutes away. But I'm here to chat. So, if anyone's got their predictions or what you think we could even be doing at the Russian Grand Prix on this weekend, good evening, Swatter. Good to have you along. I'm here to chat. We've got a little bit of time. And don't forget as well, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. is when the race will start. Almost exactly 12 hours from now. The Bathurst 1000 gets underway. We are racing along with a lot of the guys here from FNL1 eSports. And we've got about 5 cars entering. So we're going to try follow the action across all 5 cars, including the entire field there at the Bathurst 1000. So 161 laps of the mountain. Grueling competition. It's going to be unfolding in front of your screens tomorrow, live and free for 6 hours. I'll be taking you through the action for at least 5 of those because I have a 1-hour stint on the mountain. I don't quite know exactly the hour when I'll be going in. There won't be the start and it won't be the end, so it'll be somewhere in the middle. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've put a lot of practice in. I think I'll be nervous once I get on track, Swatter, and get amongst the traffic, and and responsible for a ton and a half of machinery that could affect my teammates' chances at the end of the day. Because if I crash it, I crash it. So we'll see what happens. I might not even get a chance to drive. You never know. It's going to be that grueling, but we're going to try get through the end. We're going to play. We attempt. Our plan is to race sensibly. We don't expect to win, but we want to finish. That will be the goal. So anyway, that'll be all live here for the starting from 11 a.m. GMT plus 10. So that is Brisbane. in Australia, even Sydney and Melbourne time at the moment. So you can go ahead and convert to your local time from wherever you are in the world. So yeah, 11 a.m. GMT plus 10 is when it starts. I think if in New York, you're -4, so you're at least 14 hours behind that time. So it'll be September 27th at probably some stupid time. I don't know when, but it's not going to be a favorable time. Let me tell you that. Anyway, 5 minutes away. Thank you, Swatter. But tonight we do have the round 9 from Singapore. A track difficulty of very hard according to Codemasters and their programming. It's not an easy circuit, let's be honest. 5 kilometers, just over 5 kilometers anyway, of circuit for the guys to get through. 23 turns and a lap record of 1 minute 41.9. Kevin Magnussen 2018. I'm not sure that was beaten last weekend. I could be proven wrong. Anyway, we're going to pick up the action from Q2 because we're not going to miss anyone in Q3. Unfortunately, only 12 drivers tonight. But stick around because it's going to be an exciting 12. And I think some of them are already just so worn out from practicing for Bathurst they forgot to make it. But that means they don't get the points. But we do have Yayo back this week. So he's back and fighting for points up there on the championship leaderboards. They're looking quite interesting actually at the moment. I will go over them. I will show them on screen for you in a minute. But Renault on 192 in the constructors. Mercedes on 179, so they're quite close. Toro Rosso third. Alfa Romeo 114. Ferrari 76 points for them. Red Bull 65. And they're pretty much the top earners right now. Racing Point have 11. McLaren and Williams share 8. And Haas have 7. So it's Renault, Mercedes and Toro Rosso on 156 that are out on top. In the drivers, well, it was another win for Hawks last week with BP back in second. Mike getting a very well-earned third. And that puts, at the moment, Hawks is still sitting on top spot in the drivers with Zen there in second. BP, thank you, Mingman. Good to have you along on Twitch, brother. And good to have you along on the race as well. Good luck in the race, Ming. Ming just followed us on Twitch. Bots there in fourth. Yayo's got fifth. So he had a DNF in Belgium and it did not start in Italy. So that's put him behind the 8 ball a little bit with 62 points. So let's see if he can't get some more this round here in Singapore, which is looking quite dry. No rain. Humid, but expect a humid track. Alright, I better get myself ready because we're about to start proceedings here in about 2 minutes time. So welcome along all those on Facebook, Twitch and YouTube. If you are new, my name is Josh. I'm your commentator for this evening and we do a lot of eSport racing here. Tonight is round 9 of the FNL1 eSports Formula 1 Championship. Round 9 here at Singapore. And don't forget, if you want to catch up with all the action from all the series, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing. If you're on YouTube, you've got to hit an alert bell as well if you want to be notified. Otherwise, you might miss out. Anyway, we're starting very shortly. Alrighty guys, as you can see, upcoming races, we've got a few for the month of October. November will be quite packed, but tonight it is the Singapore Grand Prix here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit. It's looking like a dry one, and we're about to get things underway as Q2 begins. Sit back, relax, get ready, crack a beer, whatever you got to do. It should be an interesting one. We're going to start with Q2. We're going to go straight into the action from qualifying 2 and then on to the race, which is half race distance. None of this 25% stuff that the actual professional guys do. What's that all about? 25%? Gotta be joking. All right, let's get into it. Let's firstly, quickly go over the Drivers' Championship. There you can see it all in all its glory. It's Hawks on top with Zen there in second. BP in third with Bots there just coming up the ranks in fourth. Yayo in fifth after a few DNFs, or a DNF and 2 DNSs this season. Mike there with a third last week. 2 in a row for him, and he's up there in sixth. Epic, Little Black, Aussie, and then, well, it's Crazy Kiwi, who does take 10th spot after the kid didn't quite get through the start of the season. Fastest laps have also, remember, get extra points. You can see they're quite equally shared at the moment between Epic, Zen Razo, and Hawks, and even Aussie got a fastest one there in Hungary. And that's your drivers at the moment. Constructors is a little bit closer. You can see Renault on top there with 192, Mercedes, and then Toro Rosso and Alpha. They're the top guys at the moment. Ferrari and Red Bull in a tussle between them, fighting neck and neck with 76 and 65. And then it's Racing Point just ahead of McLaren, who have 8, and Williams as well. And then it's Haas in 7, so very tight down the bottom end of the spectrum. But let's get to the race itself. We can see some of the boys hitting the track, and let's find out what happens. If you are new, welcome. My name's Josh, and you can catch us live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Don't forget, you can also tweet in at Demo1G using the hashtag D1G, and your tweet will flash up on screen. We'd love to have your tweets tonight, if that's the way you'd like to communicate. There you can see some of the boys getting out at the moment. Kiwi and Epic are out on their outlaps, and we saw some of the Red Bulls and Mercedes also take to the circuit. Let's catch up with them and see what's happening out on track. So, Kiwi's out on track. He's on the hard tyre to start with. And it should be a smart choice early on as he completes his outlap. Under the lights, of course, in the beautiful Marina Bay Street Circuit. And the undercut, as we saw last weekend in the actual Grand Prix, is quite effective here. So if any of the drivers can work out the gaps required, they could definitely use the undercut to their advantage. Kiwi there, just looking for space out on track. He's going to get things up to racing pace very shortly. I think Epic's just gone out ahead of him. In fact, Kiwi trying to steal a toe, possibly from Epic. Interesting. Epic's on the medium as he slots it through the first 2-3 corners there. Gets it nicely run out wide on the exit using all the track that's available. Wall to wall at the moment. You've got to be on the absolute limits. We heard Charles Leclerc saying how he lost control of the car 3 times during his qualifying lap in Q3. Well, whether or not we're going to see anything that close to the edge tonight, we'll wait with bated breath, but I do expect some very, very competitive times to be pumped out tonight. On board with Epic, you can see as Singapore just flies past you at a rate of knots. Quite a sight, I'd say, to be sitting in the cockpit of a Formula 1 car on this street circuit. On the boulevard, crowds surround you on the left and right, and also the walls. So we've got to watch out for that. Epic on a very good lap at the moment, it looks like. Doesn't look like he's made any mistakes. Those mediums, hopefully up to temperature for him. He's got the ERS maxed out across the bridge. He hasn't got a lot of deployment left, though, as he's not quite at the end of the lap yet. And this is going to be it. The final corner. I think it's going to be an exit for him, but Kiwi's going to come around on the hard tyres. Let's see what he does. And it's a 142.250. That's pretty good. And Bushchook did a 138.342 on the soft tyre. So he's just getting it out there quick, smart on the faster tyre. Bushchook is. Remember, the quick tyre, the top 10 that go through here in Q2 have to take the tyre that they did their fastest lap on. So while Bushchook's done a 138 and on the top at the moment, he's also going to have to start the race on the softest tyre. BP's out on track as well. BP often pulls out a quick lap out of nowhere and really surprises us with the pace. Let's see what BP can do tonight as Bushchook stays first as Yayo goes through as well on the medium. But look how close Yayo is on the medium tyre there. He's only about 2/10 off Chook's time on the soft. So Yayo really getting the most out of the mediums. As we're on board with BP on the hards. Let's see what he can crack out now as across the bridge. Into the left-hander. Gets the car out wide first to open up the corner. He's done well. Down the boulevard. There's a yellow in the sector. Hopefully it's not going to affect him. It looks clear to us, and yes it is. It's all cleared up again. As BP pulled it out though, I think he's aborted that lap somewhat. Zen on a lap. He doesn't look like he's going too quick either, but he'd be wanting to do quite well tonight. He's fallen back a little bit in the championship. He usually leads. He's a three-time champion in the FNL1 series. But that was in the short format. Used to be 5 races a season. He's won the first 3. This is technically the full season, but we're doing all the tracks on the official calendar. And at the moment, Zen is not quite on top. It is Hawks. Aussie's on an outlap. Bots is on an outlap. Epic back out there as well. He's taking to the mediums this time. And quite a busy pit lane. See me, he's up there in 4th. He did a 141 on the softs. He's coming around to finish another lap. See what the Haas driver can do here. Doesn't do any better. Remains 4th for now. That will definitely change. Just enjoy the spectacle of twilight racing here at Singapore. There's one, it's one Grand Prix I really want to go see actually. I'm sure if you've been, it would be quite... It'd be one of the really... It'd be a really good race to watch, I think. Under the lights, the atmosphere and all that. Alright, so the drivers at the moment, they're all sort of just picking and choosing what they want to do at the moment. Epic's back on a quick one. Let's see what Epic can put together. As he winds up for another fast lap. He aborted his first quick one. Right now, Epic's back up into Sector 2. We didn't see any noticeable errors on his first run, but he wasn't quite happy with it. He had used his DRS quite early. Oh, that wasn't good, was it? That's going to lose him time. That was a way different line to what we saw the likes of BP doing. Epic didn't really open up the corner the way he'd like, or should have. And he had to really slow the car down to get it rotated there. And Epic now coming through 19 into the last corner. I got tricked. I always get tricked at Singapore. We're coming up to the last corner now. There it is. Look at that. That's turn 23 coming up. There's the pit entrance. He comes around. Epic. And let's see what Epic does. He goes third, a 139.2 on the medium as well. So he'll be pretty chuffed with that result. And quite competitive as well on the mediums. Bots is out there. And he started his quick one. Well, he finished a quick one. He did a 149.7. He's going to want to beat that one, surely. As we're right on board with him. He's got another car just ahead. I think that might be... It could be... It's Mike. So Mike looks to be on a quick one as well. BP finishing his outlap. Oh, that was almost too close to the wall. That's something the driver's going to have to look out for as well. And there we go. See, look at that. Much better entrance there from Hawks. Mike coming around now. Third last week. And he's going to want to try and emulate that once again tonight. Maybe do one better and get second. He was surprised with his third. But you never know. Toro Rosso's doing really well in this competition right now. And they're looking quite strong. Mike will also be joining us tomorrow in the Bathurst 1000. If you haven't heard, 11 a.m. It's getting quite busy here. From 11 a.m., all 6 hours of the Bathurst 1000, 161 laps of Mount Panorama. We'll be taking it on. And Mike will be part of that action as well. We got the FNL1 crew. We've got 5 cars. Here we go. Mike comes around though. Finish a lap of Singapore. And it's 6 for him right now. Oh, Aussie in the wall. We just cut to him there. He's done a 139.8. And I don't know if he's turned. Is he looking the wrong way? He is. Not sure what happened to Aussie there. Pushed it a little bit too hard. On the edge I was talking about. Happening. I didn't quite expect to see that happen at the end of Q2 though. So at the moment, BP and Zen are the cars looking to be dropped. But trust me, that will change. Let's see what BP does. Oh, goes second. Wasn't I right with that one? He slots in just behind Hawks, who's been dominating the championship. He's just getting so fast this season. A 137.595 from Hawks. And so what Zen puts together here in the Silver Arrows Mercedes. Is he number 1 or is he number 2 for Mercedes? We're not sure. He's definitely one of the quicker guys. Let's see what he can put together here. As he circumnavigates the Marina Bay Street circuit for his first timed lap at the end of this Q2 session. He's not going to leave himself time here to really get another one in. Across the bridge. Gets that one all sorted. Riding the curbs there to help the car rotate up into the last corner. He's not entering the pit lane, so it's going to be a timed lap for Zen. Let's see what it is. It's 5th at the moment. That'll be good enough to get through. Just behind his teammate Yayo in 4th, who did a 138.5. And Zen about 4 tenths down with a 138.949. Hey Jordan. Asking what Hawks' setup is. Wouldn't have a clue what Hawks' setup is. Wouldn't have a clue. A good setup, I'd say, because he's on top of the leaderboards. Alrighty. Well, things are starting to wind down. Who's getting back out there again? There's CME and Kiwi, obviously the two that are looking to be dropped. They're back out on track. 55 seconds to go. Are they going to make it? They should make it. Ooh, CME there with the back end flicking out. He's on the harder tyres. Sorry, the softer tyres. Well, Kiwi's on the mediums. So this is going to be very interesting. CME obviously doesn't... Well, he's just giving himself the best opportunity by putting on the softer tyres, that's for sure. Will compromise the start of the race for him, but if he wants to get through to Q3, this is what he needs to do. And welcome along, Prince. You're at school? Well, what a great time for Formula One. I know Russia's on as well, too. So Russia was on the same time as your school time. We've got the Singapore one now. Welcome along, Prince. Good to have you along with us. So CME's out there. Checkered flag flown. And we've got two cars that might be dropped. They're trying to change that in the dying stages of this qualifying 2 session. CME out on the soft tyre. And he's giving himself the best chance here to get through. Hawks on top with a 137.595 right now, dominating the timing sheets. And CME trying to emulate that somewhat, if he can, in the Haas car. Let's see what he can do. Pedal to the metal. He's got decent lines. Doesn't look too scrappy at all. But is it enough? Under the bridge. Out and around. Staying off the walls. That's step one. Oh, I didn't quite use all the exit there on the outside, so I don't know if he's going to maximize the time, but is it going to be enough to get out at 11th? Doesn't look like it, and it's going to be Kiwi, the last driver out there. We're going to lose CME. Will we lose Kiwi, or will it be Bots? Let's see who Kiwi drops here, or does he improve? Last corner to go. Stays within the track limits. Does that. He does it. He just does it at the end. And Bots and CME are Gornskis from Q2 and Q3. Top 10. Shoot it out. Let's see what happens. There you go. There's your official results. With Bots getting dropped. And Crazy Kiwi just slotting into 10th. He just got through in the end. 2.5 seconds off Hawks' time, so his teammate quite a way ahead of him on the same tyre as well. So Hawks is really showing us how to get a lap together here at Singapore. Qualifying 3 coming up. And welcome along to the stream. It's good to have everyone with us. And my name is Josh. This is Demo 1 Garage. This is also the FNL1 eSports Formula 1 Championship here on the Demo 1 Garage, broadcasting live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube every time. It's good to have you guys along for the ride. Now, we've got the top 10 drivers now who will fight for podiums. Things are going to get really busy really quickly. Did that make any sense? Really busy, really quickly. I'm a little bit tired. A lot of practice going in for the Bathurst tomorrow. It's cracking there, Marshall. Thanks, bro. Hopefully you can join us for a little bit tomorrow with the Bathurst 1000 at the mountain on iRacing. Stream starts at 11 o'clock. We're there for 6 hours, so plenty of time to hop in. But good to have you along for the F1 again, dude. Now, as you can see, it's getting quite busy. BP, still waiting to go. Bush Truck's out on track. Everyone opting for the quickest tyre, the quality tyre, the softs, obviously. It's your best chance to get that podium position. Hawks at the moment, I would say, is the favourite. Interesting enough, you can see on the Williams there, they've got their LCD screen mounted to the chassis, not on the steering wheel. And that's because they believe in something called screen inertia. So the extra weight, which is brought along in the wheel from the screen, they believe that can affect the steering for the drivers. So that is why Williams don't mount their screens on the steering wheels like you see BP have here. Awesome air marshal. Well, have fun volunteering. That should be quite an experience. And yeah, good on you for getting out there and helping out. That should be loads of fun, dude. Have a good day with that one. But yeah, we'll be here tomorrow for 6 hours, obviously loads of time. Hopefully we're aiming to finish. We've got 5 cars. Hopefully one of them finishes. Hawks is looking quick, isn't he? Look at this. Hawks was using every inch of track then that was available to him. Nothing left. He really, really wants that first position. Let's see if he can pull it out here. He is obviously the favourite. Topping the timing sheets in qualifying 2 with a 1:37, I think it was. I can't remember. Oh, I thought he was going to run wide there, but he's just held it in. But this Renault looks really set up nicely. Hawks is all over it. Gets the power down early. He's got enough deployment left as well in his MG UK. Oh, Bushchook's out. So Bushchook has crashed. And there you can see Bushchook just off to the side. And Bushchook will no longer take any participation in qualifying 3. He will start 10th. And his team, well, if it was the real world, they would be working and scrambling to get that car fixed before the race. Mike has just gone top spot with a 1:38, but Hawks is looking quick as well. Let's see what he does in the Renault. Hawks does it, a 1:37.124, and that is going to be the time to beat. Yayo does a 1:37.332. And Zen coming across to the end of the lap himself. Epic's just gone 3rd with a 1:38.699. Let's see what Zen can do. Goes across, gets a good line. Keeps it within the track limits. Oh, it's quick for Zen, a 1:36.5. That's going to be really, really hard to beat. And Hawks has got it all lined up for him now. Zen absolutely dialing in that car. And our favourite Hawks beaten. Just over 6 minutes here to go to try and reply to that one. Let's see what Aussie can do in the Red Bull. Also participating in the Bathurst 1000 tomorrow. Let's see what can happen. Epic's down in 6th at the moment here. Let's see what Aussie does. 7th for him. So everybody has a time on the board apart from Chook, who was crashing out. Kiwi's looking quick, but he surely can't be going again. So everyone's going to have to go back into the pits. But it was Zen Razo who was the fastest out there in the first run. This is going to be very, very tasty as we wait for the cars to return to track here. Track evolution is going to be a big part of this one. Ooh, Epic's out. Has Epic crashed on the outlap? The inlap, rather. Let's see. We're going to ride on board with Aussie and see if we can't see where Epic did that. Aussie's pushing. Ooh. Is Aussie on another quick lap? It looks like he is. No, he's just aborted that one. Yeah, we're waiting. I don't know if we can see Epic somewhere. There's a yellow in this sector that could be around here. It's probably off into that runoff, I'd say. So 5 minutes to go. And as you can see, the car's returning to the pit lane. I think that's what happened, Epic. Yes, Bush Chook. That did suck for you, dude. Was he getting down to minimum pit lane speeds? Mike's back out. So Mike's one of the first guys back out on track. He wants a clear track for himself. Track evolution, he doesn't care about that. He wants a clear one. He doesn't want traffic. So Mike's going to be the first one to put a new time on the sheets. He might even have enough time to... Will he have enough time to do another lap and come back in? 1.5. He might just be able to squeeze it. I don't know if he will. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Obviously on another set of softs. Let's see what Mike can scramble together here. He's currently running 8th with a 1:38.947. Hawks is back on his out lap 2. And he's going to be aiming to beat Zen's 1:36.5, which is the zenith right now, the pinnacle of times, the one to beat. Hawks will be aiming that one in. We'll be closely monitoring his deltas on his quick lap out. He's going to want to be up. Yo-Yo comfortably in 3rd right now. BP just outside the top 3 start, but he is on the 2nd row at the moment in 4th provisionally. Mingman also back on circuit in the top 5. Aussie with an opportunity here to start just behind or in front of his teammate as Epic has killed any chance of a 2nd run. Mike starts his quick lap. Let's ride on board with him as he runs through the first few laps, and there is traffic. There's only 8 cars, but he's still managed to catch up to Kiwi here. Kiwi needs to get out of the way. This could compromise Mike's run. That was really close. Really, really close. Now watch this. We'll go on board with Mike here and watch just how close Mike was to touching the back end of Kiwi. Now, he come up to this corner and he really closed the door on him. Look at this. Oh, he had to switch it to the left. Back to live action. And we're back with Mike. He hasn't made any mistakes on this lap. He's looking quick. I wonder if he's up or down. We're about to find out. He's currently 8th. He's got ERS fully maxed out. Yellow in Sector 1. Mike's not going to worry about that. He wants to get his racing lines perfect through here. Use all of the track, Mike. He's going to need it to inch out Zen. That might not be where he's aiming, but he's going to be aiming for a top spot for sure. He wants to get out of 8th position. Uses all of the track, running wide, staying off the wall. Through the last corner. He goes 6th fastest. He improves provisionally to 6th. And that will be it for Mike. I don't think he's going to be allowed to get around again. Unless he fueled up for it. Doesn't look like it though. Aussie starts his lap. Now Hawks is back out there. So Hawks is on another quick lap as well. Here we go. Hawks is on it. Hasn't been enough from Hawks though. He's lost. It hasn't. It hasn't. He's still 2nd. Yayo's coming through. That's his outlap for Yayo. BP. He's currently 4th. Oh, it's super tight here at Marina Bay. A very difficult circuit to master. Everyone at the moment is on top of it. BP coming around the corner at a rate of knots. He's in 4th. Oh, he goes first, a 1:35.9. And he pushes Zen and Hawks down the order, ruining their day for now. Zen's yet to come back out. Zen will see that time be posted. And you can see Q3 is over. This is it. This is the last run for Zen. He needs to get this spot on perfect. He's hit the wall on the inside. That's going to cost him some time, I think. Will it be enough? Has he gained enough time in the first sector to have lost the time there in the second? There was a slight touch on the wall. Tense moment now. Oh, we had to just correct it there as well. So, again, I think he's... Is he backed off? I think he's backed off. Yayo's coming through, though. Yayo could possibly beat his teammate. Car's getting out of the way for him. Yayo's in 4th. He'll be looking to a 3rd or a 2nd here. Can he upset his team? Can he upset the Renaults? Can he put them outside the top 3? Will he make Hawks work for this win? Oh, the back end looked a little loose there. There could be a bit of trickery. Yayo doesn't go any quicker, though. And he takes the checkered flag in 4th. Mingman aborting his lap. BP out in front. Hawks, I think, aborting his lap as well. So everything looks like it's being confirmed. Epic didn't lose the position there, luckily. Aussie couldn't improve. Kiwi in 9th, but it was BP on top, the 1:35.9. Then it was Zen, and then Hawks in 3rd. We've got a very, very, very exciting race coming up here at the Marina Bay Circuit. Stick around, because this one's going to be hectic. Now let's go over the drivers and constructor points quickly before we hit the race. As you can see, Renault, after the Italian GP, are on top with 192. Mercedes, not too far behind with 179. And Toro Rosso also within striking distance, under 156. Alfa Romeo, 114. Just getting outside the reach, but they fancy a chance. And that's Ferrari and Red Bull sharing the spoils there, 76.65 each. And then it's Racing Point on 11. McLaren and Williams share 8. Haas on 7. So very tight down the bottom as well. Anything and all to play for. The drivers, well, it's a little bit different. As you can see, Hawks, he's won the majority of the races this year. He won last week in Italy. Got a 4th in Belgium and a 1st in Hungary as well. And hopefully he'll be looking to get another win tonight. Zen, who has been outside the podium now for some 3 races in a row, 4 if you include the DNF. Well, he's looking a lot better tonight, and he'll be trying to get back up there. He's currently 2nd. BP is 3rd in the championship, but he got 1st tonight, and he could get another win. Bot's in 4th, and then it's Yayo, who's had 2 races in a row where he didn't finish or he did not start, and he needs the points for the drivers. Mike there's in 6th. Epic, Little Black, Aussie, and Kiwi take your top 10. And we're about to get this one underway. Formation lap and all. And welcome along. My name's Josh. If you're new, this is Demo 1 Garage, and we're broadcasting the FNL1 eSports Round 9 of the Formula 1 Championship here at Singapore. And this is the Grand Prix. We're getting straight into the race. Formation lap to come. We're going to get straight into the action. 23 laps for these guys to navigate. 3 DRS zones. And just over 5 kilometers of circuit, all tightly wound around Singapore and Raffles Boulevard around the Marina Bay street circuit. And things could get quite interesting. Quite an action-packed race we had last week for the real F1, and I imagine we'd have the same thing again. Also, if you are an F1 fan, don't forget you can check out the Lights Out F1 podcast. Just search your Lights Out F1 on your favorite podcast platform. Stitcher, Podbean, Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. Just search Lights Out F1 and you should be able to listen to the podcast me and Aussie put together. Aussie driving for the Red Bull tonight. So, formation lap, bang underway. 31 laps to come. BP on top of the timing sheets, getting first position. Zen Razo just in behind, and then it's Hawks. And Yago will share that second row with Hawks. And then Ming and Mike, Epic Aussie, Kiwi and Bushchook, and then Bots and CME who are out in Q2. So everyone getting the tyres all warmed up now. And I'm very excited to get this one underway. Street circuit racing is always very, very interesting. Don't forget to keep an eye out on your favourite driver and who you think should be driver of the day. The voting will open towards the end of the race, but it is open for a few days, so you don't need to vote before the checkered flag like you do with the real thing. You can wait till the end to vote, but keep that one in the back of your mind. And who you think will deserve the moniker of driver of the day. I think BP won it last week. No, that's not right. He had 30% of the fan votes last week, but it didn't secure a driver of the day. It went to Hawks, who got 40% of the votes. So well done, Hawks. He got driver of the day last week for Italy, or last round for Italy. BP did have a good run, 8th to 2nd. Wasn't enough to impress the audiences out there though. Alrighty. Things are about to get quite interesting and very, very competitive as the drivers take their slots, their grid positions. And we're about to get this round 9 underway at the Singapore Grand Prix right here on Demo 1 Garage. Here we go. Lights. 3, 4, at 5 lights. Underway, it's racing. BP from the front and Zen Razo the back. Getting a little tangled there. Hawks is up already. Is there going to be a collision? There is. I think there's some contact between Hawks and Zen. Zen's going to be struggling slightly. Ming Man getting pushed out wide as well. Kiwi falling down. Bots having a good start. Bushchook, well, he wants to stay out of the crunch zone, so to speak. And he gets through. Everybody gets through quite nicely. Epic Game and CME pulls everyone up from the back, but it's BP who's got the early lead. 1.4 seconds. Zen still chasing him, even though he touched Hawks. I think Hawks running wide, and there will be some end plates missing. You can see on the front left of Hawks' car, and Yayo really pressurizing him now. There's a lot of competition down the back end as well. Look at this. Boxes are being closely followed. Oh, a bit of touching there from Epic. And Bushchook back up on the inside. Oh, and he just clears it. Across the bridge they go. And the competition continues. This is a really close fight. And Epic stays out of the back. Well done. Kiwi here chasing Mike. Mike at the moment up 2 positions from the beginning. He's up into 6th. So Mike's looking good. Position changes up front. Ming Man up, and Mike's up as well. So Hawks is falling down. That damage for Hawks has really, really hurt him. And Kiwi now just behind him. So Kiwi should be able to get in front of his teammate here. Hawks should let him through very shortly. Kiwi's looking for it. Now Mike and Hawks have gone in. the rest of the field continue on, and we will get a lot of changing in the positions. See me back up to 10th, and it's Mike and Hawks are in the pits early on. So it's going to be a new front wing. It is. Does Mike need a new front wing? New front wings around. Chicken wings. Chicken wings. So Hawks get down in front of Mike here. He doesn't. Mike just gets it. So they're going to be racing now for the race here. Bots. Oh, look at this. Look at this competition between Chooks, Epic. Oh, touching. And I think Epic's lost something on the floor, possibly. We saw Carbon go flying as he tried to bully his way through. Bushchook did succumb to the damage, or was it Epic? We're going to have to wait and see what happens once they come around to the end of this lap and take to the pit lane. But Epic is looking quick. He's right up the clackers of Bots here. And Bots needs to do some defending. Oh! Aussie almost taken out there. We just saw a stranded Red Bull. And he has a lot of work ahead of him now. See me keeping it clean. He's in 9th. Bots and Bushchook here. Oh, really tight. They could have almost Roman Grosjean stuff into the back of Chook, spinning the Williams. Bots really tight to the back end of the Williams and just avoiding an incident. That was really, really close stuff between those two guys. We can see Epic. We thought he might have lost something off the floor. It hasn't seemed to hurt him too much. He's continued on with the lap. Now Bushchook here. He's going to have to defend from Bots. Bots looking for the gap. Can't see it at the moment into the first turn. And Bushchook has the lead in front. And he maintains 7th position. Now let's get tyres. Strategy is the next thing we're going to have to start thinking about. You can see the front guys on the mediums. And Bushchook's on the softs. So is Mingman as well. And Hawks and Mike on the hards after that early pit stop. Very close stuff between these two. See me following him behind. And they're just getting away from him. See me, I think, just playing the patient game. And the early grind for him. Now Bots, he's looking feisty. But Chook, he's looking capable. Ooh, that was a lot different line there from Bots. He tried to get on the power a lot sooner, but Chook got the traction. And that's what counts here sometimes. Chook had the advantage. Bots giving chase though, and he's not giving up. Still very early stages, and both of Bots will see that Chook on the softer tyre, so Chook will have to pit early on. BP still leads this race, by the way. And Mingman's in the pits. So as Mingman picked up some damage in that lap. Let's see what Bots can do here on Bushchook. He's been pressurising him now for the first couple of laps. DRS will be enabled as well, so he'll have that to use. Can't quite tell if that was the tyre or just tyres or a wing as well. Mike at the back of the field getting some early damage, and he's got a lot of work ahead of him, but he's on the hard tyres, so maybe he can run to the end with the hards. We're not sure what the tyre life is like. Hawks there in 10th position. There's Mingman. He's just ahead of Mike. And Mike's looking really pacey. So Mingman has to watch out for the Toro Rosso. Right behind him. See me though. Hasn't let Bots get too far in front. And these three are really equally matched right now. These guys doing a good job. And they're all on different compounds as well. So this is very interesting. Bots on the harder compound. He's in the middle there. See me on the medium compound. Let's see when the mediums really start to work. over the hards. Those softs, I don't know how much life they're going to be good for. Because Ming, our only other soft compound driver, he got rid of them early on. Now Chook, is he going to continue on? He is. Now look at this. Bots is really close to the back end of Chook here. And Chook's coming out wide to defend. Oh, another move from Bots, but the DRS helped him. And there you can see Bots slots in front. And finally, Bots can start working on a lead over Chook. And CME will have his work cut out for him here to try and overtake the Williams. Let's see what these guys can put together for us. And you can see Bots is just starting to pull away slightly. He's got the pace. He's got the tyres as well. And CME is the next one with the advantage. We'd imagine Chook's tyres here are going to start falling off. Kiwi's been overtaken here. There's a good battle here as well between Epic. Epic up into fourth. So Epic, a good recovery after the qualifying. And Kiwi putting it to him as well. Really tight stuff here around Singapore. Or Kiwi just had to back out of it slightly as he was just off track, off the runoff a little bit. And he just had to avoid the wall. You can see Bots there getting a little bit of a lead over Chook. Epic's looking quick though. And he's looking confident. And that's going to be the difference around this track. Kiwi just needs to keep it together here. You know his time will come as his competitor in front. He's on the mediums. He's on the hards. He should be able to run a little bit longer. Is he within DRS range? He is. Is he going to use it? And how much will he catch him up? The wing flicks open. And it closes as he brakes for the first turn. And CME gets the overtake on Chook as Chook enters the pits on lap 4. So let's see what tyres Chook decides to take here. The undercut is also quite effective at Singapore. So are we going to see any undercuts? Chook's in. Oh, he needs a new nose as well. Might as well do it while you're getting the tyres, and he's taking the hards. Mike coming around. Is Mike going to get in front of Chook here? He will. Chook's now running 12th. Our leader is still BP on lap number 6. And he's got a 6.3 second lead on Zenrazo. And they're all on the same tyre as well. So Zenrazo, is he going to go for an undercut maneuver? Who knows? Yo-Yo could do that to his teammate as well. That'd be quite sneaky. Now, this is the big battle that's now playing out on track. It's Ferrari versus Renault. Epic versus Kiwi. The gap, just 0.6. The positions, 4th and 5th. Bragging rights on the line. And Epic. Well, Epic's looking good. He's looking confident. He's on the power early. And he's leaving Kiwi in the dust. He's want to try and keep it that way, but he needs to keep it clean here. He did make a mistake in the qualifying. Whether or not that's going to play on his mind as we get into full race pace. Well, he's doing all right now. Seems to have done him some good. Kiwi there falling off now to over 1.7 seconds. And Kiwi now outside DRS range, and he's going to quickly fall into Bots' range. Bots is not too far behind. It is 3.2 seconds, but look at the gap drop. 2 seconds now over Epic. It's just falling and falling and falling. Has he got issues? Just listen in. If you had issues, they seem to have been fixed now. The car sounds fine. Bots is not too far behind. You see him, he's also fallen off. Bots here. Bots really pushing out those hards. 6 laps in. And see him, he's done well. He started at the back of the grid and he's now up to 7th. He'll be very happy with his placing at the moment. And he'll want to try keep that. We've got a yellow in Sector 2. And it's been cleared. Not sure who that was. It was one of these drivers. BP leads the field. And he's gaining about a second a lap at the moment. 7.8 seconds the gap between him and Zen. Quite effective. No safety cars yet. Luckily for the drivers, there's not a full grid. Which doesn't make... Which will pull down the probability of a safety car by a factor of somewhat... I wouldn't know the number, but it'd be quite big, I'd say. And you can see Kiwi trying to stay away from Bots. Running wide, and Bots has actually pulled in the interval there. It was about 3 seconds not too long ago, and it's now down to 1. Epic's been given a time penalty, and that's going to hurt him. Bots now within the DRS zone and within striking distance of Kiwi. Are the medium tyres starting to fall? Is Bots about to move up to 5th position? There's a yellow Renault occupying the space. And if Bots has something to say about it, it'll soon be his Alfa Romeo. As he gives chase to a defiant, crazy Kiwi. But at the moment, doesn't look very quick. Bots just seems a lot quicker. He's fallen off. He fell off Epic like a rash. There was some carbon there on the outside of that racing line across the bridge. Kiwi makes a mistake, and that'll be it for Bots. Kiwi has to fall in tow in line here and take 6th spot. And all it took was a simple mistake, and Kiwi now down into 6th, and you can see Bots pulling away, making the distance between him and his competitor. CME, well, he's not too far off now. He'll really be licking his lips at the opportunity to move up to 6th here. Some real good points for Haas and CME if he can secure that before the end of the race. Here on lap 9. Kiwi though, defiant, not wanting to give up quickly. You can see the DRS range quickly evaporates. And it's now up to 1.5 seconds for him. Now, if you are joining us, don't forget, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. is when the race starts with the Bathurst 1000. If you haven't already heard about it, 6 hours, 161 laps. Zenrazo, one of the drivers. Yayo is also one of the drivers. And I'll be commentating 5 hours of it because for an hour I'll be taking to the track and trying my luck at the Bathurst track. So commentating and then into the driving role. I don't know if that's been done before. But anyway, we're going to do it. Yayo. Of course it's been done before, but not by me anyway. Yayo with a quick stop. And you can see, I think Epic's followed him in. All right, so Yayo, can he get the undercut working on his teammate? Bots comes through. Epic's in. From the medium tyres, we should see him go to the hards. That is correct. Yayo back out onto the circuit. And he feeds back into turn 2, into 6th position. Just ahead of Aussie there. And Epic is now slowly making his way to the exit of the pit lane. And he should feed easily into 10th. And there's Mike coming. But Mike wasn't able to arrive quick enough. Bushchook in 12th. BP is still leading the race and the Grand Prix. 10 laps in rather. 12.6 seconds his lead over Zen. And it's quite a healthy lead for BP. We should see him enter the pit lane very shortly. Let's see what he does as he comes to the end of his 10th lap. Is he entering the pit lane? Nope. BP's happy with things and he's continuing on. Zen 12 seconds back. Let's see what he does. His teammate has already pitted behind, but he does have some traffic to contend with. In fact, CME, he's not too far off the back of Kiwi here. So CME quickly closing in, and Yo-Yo on the new tyres is also closing in. And Yo-Yo, the quicker of the two by far at this stage, needs to get around and clear them quick smart for the undercut to work. Oh, and CME's gone for a move, and Kiwi's in. So CME, will he defend from Yo-Yo? Let's see what Yo-Yo does here. He's got the DRS. So does CME. He got it. Aussie now under attack from Hawks. Hawks isn't able to make a move. Oh, CME's had a spin. The pressure got to him. And CME recovers, but he could lose a position there. Aussie goes around the slow-moving Hawks. And they recover 6th and 7th. Here we go. Hawks with the slingshot. The DRS side by side once again. Hawks is up into 6th. Can he pull up into the corner in time? He can. And Aussie's been beaten. Egg on his face at the moment. That was a great overtake from Hawks, I must say. And he's looking to push his way forward and try and find his way onto the podium. He'll be chasing down Yo-Yo. Oh, Yo-Yo's missed the turn there. Yo-Yo's been given a 5-second penalty for that corner cut. CME giving chase. CME was in front, but he got spun around after the pressure got to him at turn 2. You can see CME now has Hawks in behind, so Hawks is one of the other front runners. And Hawks is quickly coming. Oh, Yo-Yo didn't look like he had a wing, unless it was just blended in with the blacks that the Silver Arrow car has. Yeah, Yo-Yo's missing a wing. Yo-Yo on his outlap, he's made a mistake. Look at that. Look at that. So Yo-Yo's had to come in back to back, and Hawks will go through. Yo-Yo absolutely devastated at that mistake. We don't know where that happened, but he's going to need a new wing. And he's going to go to the mediums at the same time. And he's serving a 5-second time penalty too. Oh, it's just all coming unstuck for Yo-Yo. Mike moving up to 8th. 7th here. There's a battle here between Ming. Oh, almost touching between Ming and Epic. Epic done well there to pull the Ferrari up and stay out of drama. These two, though, are going to go toe-to-toe. This scrap is unfolding. And Epic, he's looking quick. The DRS effective through here. Oh, he pulls it up. The hard tyres and all. And Mingman being beaten. And Epic can work on chasing Aussie is up the road now. But Aussie will need to pit. Yo-Yo could have been on for an undercut as well, but made the mistake there. Crazy's gotten around Yo-Yo. As Yo-Yo now back on track with the mediums. It doesn't look like he's got a wing again. Did Yo-Yo make another error? Surely not. Yo-Yo's out. I don't know what Yo-Yo's done there, but Yo-Yo is out of this one. He was on for an undercut. He made the mistake, lost the wing on the outlap. His second outlap. He did it again. His race is all but over. BP. Well, he's leading the race by 12.7 seconds. He's been in the pits. He's got some new tyres on. And he's looking quite comfortably in the lead. Bots is taking up second here. He's 12 laps into his stint on the hards. And Zen is only 1.7 seconds behind him. it got quite interesting there for a little bit in the middle stint after all the pit stops. Closed all the drivers up together, and Yayo making a massive error. Another that's 3 DNFs in a row for Yayo. He had a DNS as well. So 2 DNFs and a DNS. He hasn't scored points now for 3 rounds. So Yayo will be falling down the driver order. And he hasn't scored any points for the constructors either. Bots has let Zen through there. So Bots wasn't his race. He's going to let Zen try and catch up BP here. He's got a lot of work though. A lot of work. Aussie's out there by himself. 12 laps hold on the mediums. And we should see these guys enter the pits very shortly. It's the last runner on the mediums who started on them to stay out there at the moment. Aussie got spun around early on, and he was lucky not to get collected by any of the cars coming through. Yes, Yayo lost his head and his wings. He'd lost it all that race. It just wasn't his race, Singapore. And we've lost Ming Man. I've just seen Ming Man go grey. So we've lost 2 cars now. Ming Man's out of this one. 10 cars remaining. So they're all going to score points. They just need to finish. It's a matter of where you're going to finish on the leaderboard now. I would put down the low attendance tonight because we've got the Bathurst 1000 tomorrow. I have mentioned it a few times, and a few people having to work. This is one of those things with league racing. They should all be back for Russia, which is the next round. I'll keep you up to date with the schedule. So, yeah, October 4th, round 10 at Russia. And Epic here is looking quite feisty. Aussie's been beaten. And Epic's up to 5th in the top 5 now. Aussie's not giving up. Oh, sorry about that. Aussie's not giving up. Oh, and Epic cuts back across. And he regains 5th position. Aussie made it difficult. But he wanted to avoid contact and avoid losing points because they're a certainty at this moment. And he just takes 6th position. Here's that replay. That's where it all happened. I do apologise for cutting away. I went to change to Aussie, but he changed position, and then it meant Mike was the next car, and then we lost and didn't get to see the overtake. So my bad. That's what happened. Just happened to be at the exact time that I pressed the button. But there's Aussie in 6th position. 1.5 seconds down on Epic, and Epic is really starting to pull away and get a good lead. So Epic working hard for the money. Yes, next round is October 4th, round 10 at Russia. And then October 18th is the Japanese Grand Prix. And then November is quite packed. We've got 4 races in November on the 1st, the 8th, the 22nd, and the 29th. And the last race of the year will be on the 20th, before 4 races finish off. Monaco, if you are wondering, is on 14th of February in 2020. That should be an interesting one. We also have the F2s coming up as well. They had a bye week this week, so they will be back next Thursday. I'll be bringing you to the action for that as well. So if you've been wanting some F2 action, do apologise. I haven't been able to get the last 2 rounds out. I was sick and then something happened. I was busy, that's right. So life got in the way for the last 2 rounds, but I will be able to bring you the next round of the Formula 2 Championship on Thursday night at 8:30. But the next one is the Bathurst 1000 tomorrow at 11 a.m. So I need to go straight to bed after this one to get some sleep. It's going to be a long day, and it's going to be so good to have you guys join us. Top three at the moment. Bots, Zen, and BP. Bots is yet to pit. He's 15 laps in on the hards, and he's really making them last. Hawks is doing a similar thing as well. He's down in 4th. And he's actually not too far off the back of Hawks here. Sorry, Bots. Hawks is not too far off the back of Bots. The interval's about 2 seconds. As we get this nice overhead shot here of Bots running through the Singapore street circuit. There's not a lot of room to make him an error, as you can see. Marina Bay on the left-hand side. Raffles Boulevard. I have been to Singapore once, but it wasn't when the Grand Prix was on. I'd like to go back there again one day. It's a very clean city, and chewing gum is illegal in Singapore. You can't chew gum. No, no, no. But it is an immaculately clean city, well looked after. There's not a speck of rubbish anywhere. And here's Bots, just in front of Hawks. The championship leader, fighting for 3rd and 4th here. I don't know who Scorpion Sting is, but welcome to Scorpion Sting. I don't know how he's joined the race. Bots in 3rd. Still running 16 laps on. And Hawks has got it as Bots let him run through. Bots seems to have just let him do that. That's the second time we've seen Bots do that. And surely Bots is competitive. Like, Hawks is quick, but surely Bots can hold his own. Well, he's let him through. Doesn't want to challenge Hawks here. He does have an almost 20-second lead on Epic, though. And there's Epic. 7 laps on the hards. I don't know if Bots is going to be... I don't think Bots is far enough ahead here to get a pit stop in and get back out in front. I think you need like 20 seconds. 21 seconds. It's going to be interesting. So when we're waiting for Bots here to pit. And this is really going to rearrange the order of the race. Maybe that's why Bots didn't want to fight with Hawks. He just wanted to let Hawks go and worry about his own race. On board with an Alpha driver. Oh, that's a frighteningly scary corner. Coming up at some pace, getting the corner turned in. There's a massive wall just in front of you. Oh, stays off that wall. Just done it then, Bots. He's still going on. He's going for a very long run. So is Hawks. 16 laps old. Oh, Hawks has run wide at turn 1. He gets a time penalty for that. He's obviously done that a few times. And Hawks has to pick up the pieces. After that, running wide. And with the 3-second penalty as well, that could really affect the final standings. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. The Bots wasn't close enough to regain the position. And we're waiting for these two. We're also waiting for Mike. Mike's run a long stint as well in the hards. 16, 17 laps apiece at the moment for those guys. We've lost 2 drivers, Ming and Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo just made too many errors. His race was all but over after the first pit stop. So we're waiting to see how this all works out for Hawks and Bots here, because Epic has actually gained some time on Bots especially. He's gained at least a second since we last checked in. He's down to 17.9 seconds here, so Bots, he needs to pit, and he needs to pit soon because he's going to get... Epic's going to be further and further in front of him when they come out of the pits here. It is a short pit stop, but I don't think Bots has got enough time on Epic. Is he coming in? He's not. He's continued on. So Epic Well, he could grab fourth, third, and probably not third at the moment. Hawks looks a little bit too far away. Because I think he just avoided contact with the wall there. Hawks has got to be careful. He's made a few errors now. His tyres are getting on. 17 laps old on that stint. Now, while we've been here, if you are new, welcome along to the action. My name's Josh. I'm your commentator here at FNL1 Garage, broadcasting the Friday Night League eSports Formula 1 Championship Round 9. See me, he's just made an overtake. I think Mike's in the pit, so Mike's gone 17 laps on those hards. So I don't think Bots or Hawks are going to be able to go much longer here. Yes, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook each time, so you can choose this on your favourite platform. High definition 1080p on YouTube and Twitch. Facebook 720p, they don't let us do 1080p. It doesn't exist for some reason. If you don't like it, let them know. But it's just impossible to do 1080p. Even though sometimes it says it's streaming in 1080p. Apparently they don't do it, but it does only support 720p. I don't know, Facebook's a weird one to stream on, but we're happy to do it. Bots looks like he's lost a front end plate there. He has, look at that. So he's had contact with a wall here, and he's coming in finally. All right, this is going to be where we find out what happens. Hawks didn't go any longer either. So now it's a battle between Hawks, Bots, and Epic. I think Epic's going to get Bots, probably not Hawks. He's coming around the final turn now. Let's see who we see at the exit. They will feed into turn 2. I think he's beaten both of them. He has. He's come ahead of Hawks and Bots. I didn't think he had the time on Hawks, but he does. Epic moves up into third. He won't be able to go to the end, though, on those hards. So he needs to put some time on Hawks and Bots here to make it, to cut down that, cut down the advantage they're going to get on him. But Epic does move up into third. But he'll be struggling to get them to the end. Parwez has liked the stream. Thank you, Parwez. And welcome along to the race, brother. Good to have you along. Now with some changing going on down the bottom here. Kiwi's got in front of CME. CME started at the back of the field, and he's up to 8th. He's playing it smart here. He's getting some points for Haas and some points for himself as well in the Drivers' Championship. So he doesn't want to do anything crazy. He is still learning the Formula 1 car, so to speak, but he's got pace and he's looking good. So CME, I think, will be fighting for top spots very, very shortly. Don't forget Driver of the Day as well. If you've been looking for your Driver of the Day, who do you think deserves that moniker for this week? Hawks got it last week with 40% of the vote. Just trying to find Driver of the Day advertisement. There it is. Vote for your Driver of the Day at FNL1 eSports.com. We'd love to see the results at the end of the week. So voting should be open right now. As things change on field, CME chasing down Kiwi, and he's pulled him in somewhat with the DRS. Things are now starting to heat up. Epic has been beaten by Hawks. So Hawks has been caught up on the hard tyres. Hawks a lot quicker on the mediums. New mediums for Hawks. And he's looking pacey. Haley Jones barracking for Hawks. He's looking quick. He's probably not going to catch Zen or BP, but third position. If he can keep that pace, he should be able to hold that one. He's beaten Epic there. Bots is in 5th position. Kiwi just in 6th And see me. Well, he's fighting for his life here in 7th. And he's got a very fast Mike. 19 seconds away. I don't know if Mike's going to be able to catch him up, but Mike might be able to do something. He's a quick driver. There he is in the Toro Rosso. 2-lap-old mediums, while CME's 9-lap-old hards. Now CME, he'll be pushing to get them to the end, but he should be able to do it. Hawks has got the fastest lap at the moment, a 1 minute 40. So Hawks is really pushing it here. Aussie's on some new softs, and he's 3 seconds down the road from Mike. So Mike could be under the pump soon. As things come to a close, we're lap 22 at 31. Things are really starting to heat up here at Marina Bay in Singapore, where I can guarantee you the humidity would be through the roof. It was last time I was there. You don't need a jumper and jacket. Just take your shorts and sandals. You don't need a shirt. Trust me. It is that humid. If you are from North Queensland or from Queensland, trust me, it's even worse than that. Aussie at the moment in 9th. 4 seconds down the road from Mike, and Mike has caught up to CME by some distance. That was 19 seconds that last lap. It's now 16.3. 3 seconds that lap. If he can keep that going, he will be catching him before the end of this one. But Mike needs to keep that pace up, and he needs to keep it consistent. He also needs to keep it down the wall. CME, though, fighting for his life there in 7th. 10-lap-old hards. He's going to be right at the death of those tyres before the end of this race. Kiwi's on 11-lap-old hards, and he'll be doing the same thing. There's Bots in 5th. I swear Bots has lost an end plate there, but it's not affecting him too much here, so he's just going to let it happen. Epic in 4th position, 6.7 seconds. 12-lap-old hards, he's going to need to pit, so Bots will move up. Kiwi might. That's going to be a close one. When does Epic go for the pit? Or does he even bother? Well, we're about to find out here as we start lap 23. Hawks is on his way forward. 17 seconds down the road from Zen Razo. And Zen, 12-lap-old hards. Zen is going to be slow towards the end of this one. It's going to be really tight, actually. Zen, I don't know if he's worked out his tyres correctly. Watch that interval between Zen and Hawks. 17.2. It's remained that way now for some time. BP's leading this race by 32 seconds over this man Zen, who is on harder tyres. 7. Oh, he's going to be... When we get to the last lap, if Zen Razo is still on those hard tyres, well, he's going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. His pace isn't going to be anywhere near competitive. And 15 seconds between him and Hawks might not be enough. So don't go anywhere. I think this one's about to go to the wire. BP about to lap his teammate. He's just that quick tonight. Let's watch a lap of BP here around Singapore and see why he's so fast. Here in the Toro Rosso. He's got this thing together. That interval between Hawks and Zen, it is really dropping. Hawks is pushing it. This is going to get really tasty. BP has some smooth lines. That's what makes the difference. Zen Razo, I think, can feel the pressure rising. He's lost 5 seconds to Hawks this lap. Hawks has got the fastest lap at the moment as well. So this man, he can smell second place. He knows first place is out of reach unless something catastrophic happens to BP. But he's not given up. He's got the bronze. He wants the silver. And he can smell it. It's within attacking range. And he knows Zen's injured. He just needs to catch him. 11 seconds now. This is getting real exciting. Epic as well has Bots for company. And Bots needs to get around Epic. Aussie's been given a 3-second time penalty. Bottas is putting the pressure on his big brother Ferrari. And he's going to have DRS. This could make all the difference. Epic's going to squeeze him out wide, leave him just enough room to get the corner done. He's on the marbles, Bottas. It's not the best side of the road to be on. Epic not making this one easy. As we come to the closing stages, Epic on some very old hards and Bottas on some very dependable mediums for only 4 laps old. Same story for Hawks there. 9 seconds now the gap. BP's pitted and put on softs. So that gap has changed between him and Zen to 3. Don't worry about that. BP will disappear. Bottas though, he's putting on a move. Epic has been beaten into first turn. And there it is. 4th position for Bottas. Epic though, not saying die. Look at the power Bottas has got under traction. Epic's under all sorts here. And Epic, he'll be checking those mirrors there. You can see Bottas coming out. Now they're side by side. They'll be scrapping up into the corner. Bottas has got 4th. They turn in neck and neck. There's enough runoff and Bottas beats him. A 10th is the gap here. Is Epic going to give up on the hards? I think he might have to. Those mediums look a lot stronger and a lot more durable around here and a lot quicker too. Look at the pace Bottas has. Look at the gap he's already built. Look at the gap he's built. That is the difference. You're seeing the difference there between Bottas and Epic. That is the difference between Zen and Hawks right now. Look, already within half a lap. BP's done 3 seconds on Zen. Hawks now within 6 seconds. He's within striking range for second place. There he is. The yellow Renault. He can smell it. Zen's only just getting through the first turn now. There's Hawks coming through. The chase is on towards the end. We're on lap 26 of 31. 5 to go. 6 if you include this one. Don't forget as well, if you want to feature on the stream, you can tweet us. Even if you just want to follow us on Twitter at Demo1G. You can tweet at Demo1G or use the hashtag D1G on Twitter. Your tweet will flash boing on the screen for all to see. But at the moment, we are watching Hawks chase down Zen Razo. 4 seconds the gap. He's got 2 seconds on him already. And Zen, 15 lap old hards. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue on for much longer because we didn't see many cars get through the hard compound past about lap 18. So Zen will be really pushing it to get another 5 or 6 out of him. And if he does, he could possibly fall even further down the order and lose his podium spot. 2.8 seconds now. And Hawks knows it. He's quicker than Zen. Will Zen make it easy for him? Bushchuk had an error there. There you can see Hawks and Zen now sharing the same frame on camera. Zen just getting through the track. Clearing the corners. Coming up to the last corner now. Zen's going to continue on. He saved a lot of ERS. Look at that. So has Hawks. Hawks has actually got more power in the banks than what Zen's got charged. So if they all went all flat out, all power, everything available, Hawks would win. Here we go. 1 second. He's going to hit DRS range very shortly, and Zen's going to know it. Is Zen going to defend it, or is he just not going to risk it? Hawks has had an amazing comeback here. He was trailing this man almost 20 seconds. Just a few laps ago. And he's caught him up. That's the difference these tyre compounds make. He's trying to go around the outside of Zen. Zen sees him coming though. Zen's the only Mercedes left in the race as well. He will need the points for the constructor. They are trailing Renault. Renault leading the constructors. And Hawks leading this Grand Prix Championship. He is the current leader. Oh, Zen got a great exit out of there. Hawks needs to match it. Zen using his ERS to full effect here to defend. He's not going to have enough left, though, for 6 laps. He'll be almost dry by the end of it. The two now trailing in behind each other. Zen and Hawks. Hawks matching Zen here. Hawks has got time up his sleeve, but he doesn't have too long. He can't wait too long. He has got the pace, though, over the Mercedes of Zen. But Zen, he's got some race veteran and race skills about him. He keeps to the inside line here. He's going to try to keep Hawks at bay. He keeps it just within track limits. And Hawks is held off once again. As we start lap 28 of 31, things are getting desperate now for Hawks. He follows in behind again. DRS. He's looking for a space. It's not there. Zen is really making it difficult. As Hawks got the gap on him here. He doesn't go run wide. He does. He pulls it up and Zen's been beaten. Hawks finally makes the move. A beautiful move as well on Zen. Here it is. This is Hawks prowling up behind Zen. He had the DRS on him. He found the gap around the outside. Zen didn't want to give him the room. But the inevitable happened and Hawks made the overtake stick. Well done to Hawksy. He's now got second place. And he just needs to keep it out of the wall. And he'll be on that podium. Zen, well, I don't know if he doesn't have room to pit and beat Bots either. Bots is 21 seconds away. And that's close enough to jump him in the pits. This is a short pit lane, but Zen needs a little bit more time, I think. Let's see what he does here at the end of this lap, because he's getting dangerously low on those tyres' durability. PP is 2 as well, actually, 4 laps in on those softs. He should get the moment 6 laps though. He's got enough time. Well, Zen's going to continue on here. So Zen, I think, is going to try and get these hards to the end. It could prove fatal in the end. You don't know. Now Mike. I think Mike's either gotten in front of CME here. Or CME's caught Mike. Definitely Mike getting in front of CME because CME's got the harder compound on. And Mike, there, starting to pull away a bit of a gap over the Haas driver. And Mike, he didn't have a great start. He had contact early on. And he's had to fight all his way back from the very back of the field. And he's now up to 7th. So he's done well to recover there. There's Kiwi in 6th position. He'll score points as well for Renault if he can keep it. All the way to the end. We're on lap 29 and 31. And don't forget, you can vote for driver of the day at FNL1 eSports.com. The link should be open now, I believe. There it is. Vote for driver of the day, FNL1 eSports.com. And let us know who you think deserves the top moniker for this Grand Prix here at Singapore. It was Hawks last week. Will it be Hawks again this week? Or was BP's dominance been too hard to avoid? Zen here. 19 laps on the hards. We haven't seen anyone go this far this whole Grand Prix, but Epic's done the same thing as well, and Kiwi's really pushing his hards 18 laps in. CME would also be going a very long distance on the hards. They are lighter on fuel though. That is something to keep into consideration. So they should be able to get a few more laps out of it, but how many more laps, we just don't know at the moment. Swatter going for Hawks. He had the early pit and fought back to the front. He did well, didn't he? Hawks was up there early on. He had it coming together. He had to pit early, like you've said. And yeah, he's fought back to second spot He's just got the pace, that's for sure, Swatter. Epic there, getting around some back markers quite dramatically, but he got around. Bush took there. He's Zen in third. You can see he's fallen off Hawks by some distance. But we are up onto the last lap. But all congratulations has to go to BP. He's just been so much faster than the rest of the crew. You're kidding. You're absolutely kidding. Did I lose connection? I did. I lost Wi-Fi. Oh, that's annoying. All right. Well, BP won. Hawks definitely came second. And Zen would have come third. That's frustrating. I thought I actually had my PlayStation plugged into a wire. I guess I haven't done that. All right. Well, there will be interviews, I think. So you can hang around and wait for them. If not, make sure you join us for the Bathurst 1000 tomorrow. Don't worry, everything's wired up. There's no Wi-Fi for the Bathurst connection. Obviously, the stream kept going. So thank you, PlayStation. You did well. I'll leave you with the upcoming races for the Formula 1 Championship. And, yeah, hardwired for the win, Swatter. Hardwired for the win. Anyway, we saw all the laps there at the end, but I can't believe it. On the last lap, it just decided to die. Like, who does that? Yeah, hang around. I might get the interviews for you. We'll see what happens. I do apologise about that. I don't know how we lost Wi-Fi. The PlayStation's still online. Nothing disconnected. Good one, PlayStation. Hang on, I might have been able to recover something. I did. Right, we'll at least get the final results there for everyone, and we'll be able to crack on with the interviews. Can't believe it decided to do that though. Unbelievable. So there you go, checker flags out. BP did win. And then it was Hawks, Zen, Bots, Epic, Kiwis next. Fireworks, always so spectacular. In Singapore, CME will come around for 7th. He actually got in front of Mike there at the end. So very interesting. CME coming away with 7th. Mike gets the 8th position, but it was BP who got the win.
Hey! Oh. Oh.
So is he still doing interviews or not?
Are you going back? Sorry. BP.
Oh. Good win, bro. Good win.
Thank you. That was not easy. What happened here was we came together at fucking turn 1.
Hit exit.
Split out wide into me.
Yeah, you got a lot of damage 2 times.
Alright, I'll ask Sorter. I'll ask that.
Yeah, he was sniffing my butt as we turned around. Looked like a couple of dogs at the park.
A broken wheel in a way. I'll explain when I get to it. When you win, something goes wrong.
We'll go to Kiwi interviews.
Yeah.
Here we got some opposite luck with Kiwi coming out of the corners.
Alright, okay.
Right up my cracker. Whee! Oh, yeah, that's good.
Fuck.
I was trying to break. I was trying to get 9 seconds in front of you because I don't know if you had any penalties.
Oh dear, dear boys. Bloody pinnacle spot, you know, picks you on once time and then next time it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bugger.
Oh, fuck after that. This was definitely the least prepared race I've ever been, man. That was tiring.
Alrighty. I've got all three of them here. Got Hawks, Zen, and BP. Well done on the win, BP. Absolutely smashed it, bro.
It's still tricky out in front.
Yeah, what was your biggest challenges then out in front?
My own equipment once again. The downshifting on my wheel would not pick up in game. So sometimes it wouldn't downshift at all, and sometimes it wouldn't downshift and downshift 3 gears at once.
Oh wow!
From about a lap 10 onwards, it just got progressively worse and goes away for a little bit, comes back, and I was really worried that it was just going to completely snap and I'd be screwed. But it lasted to the end, and yeah.
And you even got in a sneaky second pit stop there with the softs at the end as well to get
from before to earlier today, before the session even started. I was always going to go the 2-stop.
Right.
I have made the decision to repair my wing because I lost an end plate about lap, I don't know, lap 8. I thought it'd fix it on the first stop. They didn't. So the whole second stint had to go around. Then I had to select it, and I was trying to push for a margin against them just so I could make it in time. And I only just squeezed in time.
Did you end up getting the fastest lap? Because I didn't get to see if it happened.
I think on my first green lap I got fastest. I'm not sure if anyone else got anything after, but yeah, I went for it. Yeah, every point's a good point.
Oh yeah, well done. Oh well, yeah, struggled with the hardware issues and you still got it out in front, man. Well done.
Yeah, it's the other win. My rig completely broke, so bad omen.
Oh yeah, it's just. Are you racing tomorrow in the Bathurst?
No, I am not.
Oh, okay.
I do not have PC.
Right, so you don't need to fix your issues, hardware issues.
No, but I'll be buying another wheel on the weekends because I can't keep going the way it is.
Nah, fair enough. That's understandable. Hawks, man, smashing it out there in the last stint, bro. Getting second.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised at that. Like, obviously, my race at the start, bit of a kerfuffle, I think, between Yo, myself, and Mike. There at the start, and yeah, me and Mikey got damage. But yeah, that last stint, I was actually just loving it. I don't know what was wrong with Zen. I'm assuming Zen had damage or something because I put the mediums on and I was like 26 seconds behind him or something after that. I was like, oh yeah, just past maybe Epic and be happy with the podium. But
his tyres, man, they were too old.
Yeah, I thought I could have sworn it was damaged because I was just taking chunks out of Zen and I was like, Jesus, okay, I swear something's wrong with that car because that's not like Zen.
No,
but happy to get it and just keep pushing, head down because. Yeah, I was just happy. Like I said, I was happy with third, but to get sort of second once I realised it was maybe on the cards.
Yeah,
I was pushing a bit.
You had a bit of contact at turn 1, didn't you? First lap.
Yeah, I think what happened was I actually got a good launch. I was a bit surprised at my launch, and then I was on the inside of BP, but obviously
the launch scared me.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap! I didn't even mean to sort of get that close. Just happened that way, and sort of good. Once I was ahead of Zen, I sort of pulled in front, but then I think Mike came down the inside and just tagged me, which tagged Yayo. And I think Yayo was saying he got some a penalty, just a glitch in the game, and he tried to let me pass, and then I hit him and got my damage, and it's just a little bit of a chaos thing. And I thought I hit Yayo and nearly wrecked his race when I went up behind him. I was like, oh crap, here we go.
Don't worry, Yayo compounded things for himself at the end.
Oh yeah, poor Yayo. I do feel for Yayo. Yeah, he's a hard race, he's a good race. It's just like you said, it's just a glitch in the game and all powerful. And it's Singapore. It's the track too. Like I'm just, my first goal was honestly to finish after last race with my actual gear, actually same as BP, gear failure. Here last race when my brake didn't work on the last lap and I binned it.
Yeah.
So I was just happy to finish this race, if I'm honest. Let alone get a second or third. Like I put a bit of practice in. BP, I know, has been smashing. I think he's got a huge gap on time trial and stuff like that. So congrats, BP, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to finish this one.
You did well. Now Zen, third place. You were comfortably in second there for a while, but tyres, man, was that your issue? You're running them too long?
No.
No? You had an issue?
Hawks was right. I had in-plate damage.
Right.
Which was haunting me all during practice in that stadium section as you enter the sector 3. That turn before going under the stadium.
Yep.
I just rubbed the wall and broke the end plate, and that really hurts you on this track.
You did something similar in qualifying, didn't you?
Yeah, I did exactly the same thing in quali, and I had to scrub that lap. I managed to salvage that though, but with the second run on the medium, I took it real easy on the out and in laps to save the tyre, which didn't really. I didn't think it hurt me. Our tactic was always to go with one stopper. I felt that the speed that BP was going, it was pretty much certain that he was going to go on the 2-stopper. And to be honest, if I didn't get that end plate damage, I thought we could have, stayed inside that pit window of BP. I know he would have been significantly faster at the end, but maybe we could have done something. Definitely could have got second, but as it stands, we got third. I tried to fight Hawks a little bit there, but I knew it was pretty much inevitable that he would get past me on the fresher tyres anyway.
Yeah, he was really quick. Were you, though, in contact with Yo-Yo during his troubles?
Yeah, Yo-Yo, as Hawk said, he had to yield the position according to the game. It was an illegal overtake, and it happened in front of me, and I couldn't understand why it was an illegal overtake. He went a bit wide on that entry, so he could have gone over the line, but it didn't classify as a cut, but the game sees it as an illegal overtake. I'm not sure. Didn't look illegal to me at all. But anyway, Yo-Yo had to pull up. Hawks hit him. I thought, wow, we've got a break now. But Yo-Yo got damage as well from that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and then Yo-Yo pitted, and the team advised him not to change the front wing, but to wind up the front wing. So he put 2 notches of front wing, and that seemed to help. He was okay. And then when I came out of my pits, I just managed to get in front of him. The undercut, as we know, is pretty powerful here. But CME was between us, and I think CME was super cautious and braked really, really early, caught Yo-Yo out.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, and then that really put him on the back foot, and then he had the same problem as BP. He pitted after that. They did not fix the front wing, and basically the call came out on the radio, bring the car in, let's save it for Russia.
Yeah, fair enough. We didn't save it, let's put it that way.
Yeah, well, the call, that's the part that I heard on the radio was Toto saying, bring the car home.
Yeah, right.
Opposite, and Mike's went dead after that.
Yeah, well, they definitely went dead, man. Yeah. That was good. No, good driving for everyone. BP, well done. Hawks, great fight back, and Zen, unlucky in the end, man, but well done, guys.
Yeah, I think me and Hawks have a plane to catch. We've got to fly back to Bathurst tonight.
We do. Overnight flight, mate.
Yeah. It was, I think for a lot of, for me and Hawks especially, we were never going to beat BP with all the practice we've been doing for Bathurst instead. I felt that a podium was on offer. We'd done what we intended to do, but it's really, after I saw Hawks in that trouble early on, and I knew that BP's pace wasn't ideal for a 2-stopper, it's really bad that we thought we could win this one, and we didn't. We came third. End plate.
Sounds like Merc in real life.
It sounds like Merc in real life, exactly, yeah. But we'll be back. I don't mind Russia, and I know Hawks is pretty good at Russia. BP doesn't know the track that well, but he didn't know Singapore either, so that counts.
Took me half now to figure out which way this track went.
So yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back after we do this Bathurst run. We're going to get our heads down and refocus on the F1 for the remainder of the season.
Short turnaround for Russia, so
yeah, very short turnaround.
Well, I'll see Hawks and you Zen tomorrow with the Bathurst, and
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck.
Are you on the same flight as us, going back to Australia?
Yeah. That's if you let me on your little private jets.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried the Yayo has already taken it and gone.
Yeah.
we might have to Uber it.
I think we might have. Yeah, Uber jet or something.
Yeah, we might have to Uber it.
Oh dear.
All right.
All right, guys. I'll let you go, and I'll end it there tonight.
Thanks, Josh.
yeah, a long one. Yeah,
Catch you
thank you.
guys.
No worries. All right. Well, everyone on stream, thanks for sticking around. That was a good chat there with the boys. Yes, we do have the Bathurst tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll be there commentating 5 hours of it, racing an hour of it. Hawks will be there, Zen will be there, Aussie will be there, Yayo will be there, Sean there's heaps of people there. So come along. We got 5 cars in the competition. It's going to be interesting. Can't wait to get it out there. That was the Formula 1 round number 9 at Singapore. My name's Josh from Demo 1. Don't forget, you can do your driver of the day, FNL1 eSports.com. But thanks for joining us. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to everyone who's liked already. Subscribed as well if you don't want to miss, obviously, any other more racing we do. But until next time, good night. I expect you to be there, Swanner. I'll be on the lookout for you, man. See you guys tomorrow. No worries.